Hi Pisces, and welcome to your October 2016 General Tarot Forecast. I just woke up this morning, and you guys are my first reading of the day. I'm just having a nice cup of coffee, and I'm excited to take in y'all's spread and just have a quick dialogue with you guys about the energies coming forward in the month of October. If you guys want to make yourself some coffee or tea and just sit back and listen to what the energies have in store for you guys, I hope that you'll really enjoy this reading. If you guys want to check the description box below, I have a link to my shop where you guys can hop over and check out some of the packages that I offer. I hope that you guys will enjoy at least the aesthetic of the shop if you want to check it out. And anyway, without further ado, I'm going to pull you guys' spread up and start your interpretation. I hope you guys have a great month. Okay, so what do we have for Pisces in October? Okay, we got some heavier stuff going on in October, but it's okay. It's going to be coming to a quick conclusion in October. Some Pisces have been in a lot of conflict. What can I say? And it's not where Pisces likes to be. Pisces is not a conflict-oriented sign. Okay. You guys need this. You guys need this moment. I'm here with my coffee and I'm just kind of relaxing. You guys need that too. You guys have been going through so much lately, I can tell, and you just need a moment to sit back in a comfortable headspace and in a comfortable physical space, drink coffee and just relax, okay? Or drink whatever it is that you drink. Okay, so at the foundation of Pisces reading, we've got that reversed Five of Swords. Okay, someone took advantage. What can I say? I don't necessarily think that this was you, Pisces, or certainly not most of the Pisces out there. You feel taken advantage of right now. Maybe, okay, so I'm going to take it from a few different perspectives. Let's start with career. And this is really probably the most accurate because y'all have that Knight of Pentacles above it. There was someone in your job who potentially took advantage of you, who maybe copied some of your plans, who maybe used your intellectual property to get ahead in their work, and now they're ahead of you, and they used your intellectual property, and you're kind of sitting on that, because as a Pisces, you don't want to be a tattletale, you don't want to go straight to the boss, you don't want to create that conflict. And, you might even be having a bit of self-confidence issues and thinks, well, maybe they didn't steal this idea from me, but maybe they just came up with it too, and maybe I don't have that right. No, they didn't. They did. This is your idea, Pisces. You deserve the credit for it, and you deserve to, right this wrong. So have some self-confidence in yourself and go to your higher up and tell them that this was your idea, and the problem will be resolved. Because some of the Pisces, and we'll get to this later, are carrying more than their fair share right now, and you don't need to add someone else gaining off of your own ideas to that load that you're carrying right now. Anyway, moving on to that kind of next sector, let's talk about how this feels in relationships. There was someone that the Pisces are in a relationship with or were in a relationship with who the emphasis that this person put onto the material world, onto financial stability, onto paying bills, and onto just having money really wreaked a lot of devastation in the relationship. Because Pisces, all signs are a little bit money-oriented because it's just such a strong part of our culture, but Pisces is not the most money-oriented sign. There's more to life than money to most Pisces. Not to say Pisces don't like to have money, but for 99% of Pisces who aren't in just the most dire of financial positions, you guys would rather, have a day where you connect with someone at a soul level, have nice conversation on a casual and soul level, than have a day where you just make some money, And this person that you were in a relationship with was not that way. This person was completely money-oriented, completely goal-oriented, and you kind of felt lost amongst that, Pisces. Like, you felt like another goal. You felt kind of objectified, potentially. And that caused a lot of conflict, which hopefully a lot of Pisces have gotten past this situation. Either the relationship has evolved or you've moved on, because to have both of those things, to feel objectified and lost among someone else's goals plus the conflict, it's kind of a living hell for most of the Pisces out there. But on the bright side, I think that a lot of you guys are really going to be getting an opportunity to rest from this. I do think this is in the past, and you've already taken a lot of steps to resolve it. Likewise, this could be kind of a 50-50 thing for the Pisces, because, you've got that Four of Swords in the reverse. So I think some of you guys are really going to be getting some good rest, and other Pisces aren't going to feel rested enough. I think something that's really important for October is just that the Pisces don't take on more than their fair share. Like, you guys kind of have a decent idea as to what you can accomplish realistically, I think. So it might be a good time to not go crazy with taking on a lot more than that, because you've got that reverse Ten of Swords in the top left corner. So potentially some of you guys could feel like you've got way too much on your plate. Although it's kind of better in the reverse, in my opinion, because this might be you guys, taking the load off a little bit, like making the conscious decision to lighten your load and to do less, and because of that you're going to be able to rest more. You guys also are probably taking some spiritual time. You've got the Hierophant in the top right corner. You might be getting spiritual counsel from someone. There might be someone who comes into your life who helps you to clean up your headspace a little bit, and helps to cleanse some of these more difficult energies that you guys are going through. Because unfortunately, I just keep coming back to it. I did just realize that you guys have both the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. They're both in your reading. And that just says to me, there are people set against each other. There could be even someone, a manipulative person in your life, who is trying to kind of be a puppeteer, who is trying to call the shots, and who is trying to turn people against each other. This could be that person that I talked about earlier, this material goal-oriented person, who could be a past relationship or even a present relationship. And I think that the most important thing that you do is step back, because you can't be manipulated if you're not there to manipulate, you know what I mean? You've got that Four of Swords and that Ten of Swords reverse saying that you're lightening your load. That's great, because you can't set people against each other if the people aren't there to be set against, Okay, yeah, and as, mixing that with the whole, getting back to your spiritual roots idea with the Hierophant, I think a lot of Pisces out there are just kind of leaving it to God, for lack of a better word, or leaving it to the universe. You guys are thinking, I'm not going to be a puppet in someone else's play. I'm going to withdraw myself, and I'm going to set my karmic intentions and my intentions of love and light, and then I'm going to let the rest just transpire. And that is the best thing that you can do right now, Pisces. It's not really a time that being vengeful is going to work out. It's almost your only option to just kind of step back and let other people fight their own battles, you know what I mean? On the bright side of everything, I think there's just going to be a lot of energy and vitality. If you guys aren't all caught up in some kind of manipulative process with, I don't know, as it relates to your career or your relationships, I think you guys are just going to have a lot of vitality. You've got all this Wands energy, and the Swords energy kind of comes in and might give you a bit of a head game, or sort of your head space might not be the best, but more than anything, you'll have a little bit of fire energy coming into your life, which is a good thing, even though it can be a little bit uncharacteristic for Pisces since you're such a water sign. So to have all this fiery wand energy might seem a bit foreign, but just use it to whatever advantage you can. Maybe really get some of those goals that you've set for yourself really on the way and in process, and really step into a mode of accomplishment, because you guys, whereas you need to withdraw from some of these deeper emotional things going on that have to do with manipulative people or just highly emotional circumstances, it's good right now to work on goals of the physical world, if you know what I mean. And you guys have that energy too with the Knight of Pentacles, like I was talking about. If that's not somebody else in your life, I think it refers to you, the Pisces, wanting to manifest more on the physical world, and you're really willing to go after that right now. So how great is that? To really spin this positively and get a good moral out of what the cards are trying to say, now's the time to get out of the extremely emotional headspace. Now's the time to step back from emotional confrontation, and it's time to redirect that energy that you have out and forward and into something that you can benefit off of materially. And when you guys go to do this, and when you start really solidifying these intentions, you might be faced with a lot of choices. Your only major arcana card is the Hierophant. I talk about how it has spiritual implications, implications of spiritual counsel, but it's also, for me, I think Scorpio's got this reading as well, so if you've got some Scorpio in your chart too, this could carry a larger punch. So the Hierophant can be about choices and having options and sort of being at a crossroads. That energy that you feel when you're at a crossroads and you know that you have to go, you kind of have to commit to one trail or one path, and you know that the other one, what lies at the end of it, maybe isn't attainable. So that could be an energy that the Pisces are feeling right now. Maybe if you have to disconnect from the emotionally manipulative people in your life, maybe that's a path that you will go down, which will garner completely different results than had you kept them in your life, or kept kind of that emotional connection to them. I'm not necessarily talking about cutting people out of your life, but at least not you need to establish that dialogue with them. You need to establish, or you at least need to tell them, which can be difficult, for Pisces, to get serious like this with people and to really talk about the heavy stuff. But if these emotionally manipulative people in your life are being like that to you, maybe you just need to have a dialogue with them and tell them how you feel and lay it all out on the table. And if they're unwilling to change, or if they don't change, it's time to choose your path. It's time to move into the Hierophant energy, choose your path, and let what lies on the other path fade away from your life. And I think that that's really what's going to land Pisces at a more stable area, in an area with less conflict, with less tension, and where you can really channel this passionate energy that you might be feeling in a more productive way. Because you guys have so much potential in October to really, what can I say, make some money. You've got some potential to further your career and really have moments with your loved ones, like the people who aren't emotionally manipulative, really have heart-to-hearts with them and really allow yourself to rest emotionally with other people, which is something that Pisces loves to do. So anyway, Pisces, I hope that this reading resonated well with you guys. If you'd like to hop over to my shop over on Etsy, you can check the description box below. It's kind of a shorter reading this time for Pisces, just because I felt like it was short and simple. There's no reason to ramble on about things that have already sort of been put out there. I'm not one of those readers. I just like to put it out there and then kind of let you guys mull it all over and, come to your own conclusions about what I've said. If you guys would like to comment about any of those conclusions you come to, or about any other opinions you have about this spread, or about how it goes for you, I would love to start a discussion in the comment section. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great October, and I will see you for November readings.